It looks like I am live, and I'm very excited because today is the day of the official launch of the Unbreakable Path, which is a resilience program like no other. I have taken months developing this program, and it was built based on my own journey and my own research, insight, skills, and experience. And it's a terrific online program. So today is the launch. You can see I'm surrounded coincidentally by my lovely Christmas decorations. It's a good time of year to have a launch because everyone's celebrating already anyway. I earlier went live on Facebook and asked people to send their comments, questions or thoughts about the program. Some of you have already done some of my programs, my free programs, or watched some masterclasses. So thank you everyone who sent me a question. I haven't been able to answer them all, and some of them were quite similar to each other. So hopefully I've managed to put them together, and I'm going to go through them now. And I am recording this, so I will share this because I did make a rather crap attempt at going live on LinkedIn before I realised that you can't actually do that despite them allowing you to set it up. So this video will also be shared at a later date on Facebook and LinkedIn, and potentially on YouTube as well, so people can find information about the program. So first question is, why did it take you months to deliver this program? Question sent in by Lily. Why did it take me months? Because I wanted to get it right, and I didn't want to launch it until it was absolutely right. I knew it was going to take a very long time, and I didn't want to release it until it was absolutely ready. That said, I've used this incredible platform, Kajabi, which is an incredible training platform with some amazing tech tools. I know I can add content to it as time goes by, so if something's particularly relevant, I will add it into the program. It took me months just because it does. I had to record everything, all the lessons, the micro lessons I had to record myself. I had to write the material, I had to produce the workbook, which I should have, but I don't have it with me, but I have shared it in an earlier view. It's a printed workbook of about 25 to 30 pages of tasks that go along with each module. So it's quite an undertaking. That's why it took so long, because it's really good. So the next question is from Martin. Hi Martin. How long will it take me to complete? Well, if you're somebody who likes to rush through programs on speed it up, then potentially you could do it in a couple of weeks. But I think ideally, there's 12 modules. Ideally, to get the most out of it, the whole point really is that Unbreakable Path is about doing things at your own pace. So if you're someone that's plods and slowly and needs to take things in and practice things and read every additional resource, then it will take you a bit longer. I have some one-to-one coaching clients who I am currently taking them through the Unbreakable Path, kind of in its unrefined form before the program was launched, and they are taking many months. But that's because there's coaching input, it's not as self-directed. So how long will it take you to complete? Well, it's kind of up to you. I think the quickest probably I would suggest would be, and doing this in your spare time, would probably be 3 weeks. But then you probably wouldn't be going deep enough, I would suggest. This is really about deep, slow, thoughtful, letting things sink in before you move on to the next thing. So potentially 6 months would be a good amount of time. The next question, also by Martin, but this is a different Martin. Why are you qualified to deliver this? Why am I qualified to deliver this? Well, I have designed and delivered lots of programs in the past, usually for an employer or for an organisation. This is entirely of my own making. So the things I've delivered in the past, I have helped design and deliver a Masters in International Relations. I have designed and delivered workshops for the United Nations, for diplomats, for police officers. So I have a lot of experience in delivering training. I've also got PETALS qualification, which is a teaching qualification. I think they've renamed PETALS now something else, but I got that qualification about 10 years ago, I guess. I'm a TRIM practitioner, which is the trauma risk management. I've got a certificate in trauma-informed coaching. I've got counselling skills qualification. I've got a mental health first aid qualification, a meditation teaching and healing qualifications. So I'm quite well qualified, but I would say that it's my life experience that has allowed me to put together this program. That experience has been amazing, and of course it's contributed to a lot of the structural sides of things, the content. But I think the thing qualifies me most is probably the fact that I have overcome some pretty big traumas. I have overcome abuse, and I have overcome burnout, which I'd say burnout last, and not because it's a footnote, because that's something that really floored me, perhaps more than the other two, and in many ways because it was less tangible and less obvious, and slow to build. And I have very much based the Unbreakable Path program on that deep level of personal development that you need to build your resilience and overcome things. So I think it's life experience really that qualifies me, Martin. Very long answer to a short question. So let's look at the next question, and that is from Muhammad, who says, how is this different from other programs? How is it different from other programs? I have been on lots of leadership programs, and this is a leadership program or for aspiring leaders. I've been on lots of programs as a former leader myself, or current leader, if you like, and they've never really gone deep enough. They also don't go at the pace you necessarily want them, and they're not designed to really look for the answers that you already hold within. I think that the way I've designed this is not about me telling you how to be. It's about me being your guide in your own discovery of your own inherent resilience, and your own inherent limiting beliefs and the things that are holding you back, that are unique to everybody. From the moment someone's born, they would have had a different set of experiences, and I very much talk to this. Don't make assumptions about people and how they behave, because everyone is different. So that's why the Unbreakable Path is a unique one, if you like. I've never been on a course like it, and I felt it was missing, frankly. I work a lot with people who operate in really challenging environments, and emergency service workers, although this program is not necessarily just for those people. But those people that are in high stress environments, that combination of working under pressure and also being one of life's givers often means that you do not invest in yourself. And in the leadership courses that I've been on, and even on the retreats and the sort of more well-being focused programs, they still don't go really deep enough to look at the unique context that people are working in and the unique pressures of modern life. So I talk a lot about that. I talk a lot about, I have full respect for ancient wisdom. I have full respect for, things we can learn from our forefathers, but our the wisdom is being applied to life that is, our lifestyles are as they've never been. We have pressures of communication, connectivity, mobile phones, the battle for our attention, and the highly commercialized world where everyone's trying to sell things to us all the time. I think we live in unique times, and those ancient wisdoms that were often the voice of males just don't always quite resonate in the context that I'm living in. So I think that's why I'm different from other programs. So thank you for that question. The next question is an anonymous question. I hate meditation / can't do it. You talk a lot about meditation. Will I still benefit from the program if I can't do it? Of course you will. And there is, although I champion meditation, and for me it's been the answer, the key that's unlocked a lot of my behaviours. Just that quiet awareness of self has been very important for me. But by no means is it the only way that you can find that quiet. And I do talk, whilst I will urge you to try out meditation, because lots of people think they can't, but they don't really know what it is, or they think it's just quietening the mind and sitting still. And there's so many different types of meditative practice, and I do talk about those. I urge you to give them all a go, and if it still doesn't work for you, then there's plenty of other ways that you can access your theta brainwaves. There's other ways that you can slow down your cortisol, reset yourself, activate your parasympathetic nervous system. There are other ways of doing that other than meditation, and I talk about those too. So if you absolutely flat don't want to meditate, then that's fine. You'll still benefit. And there are maybe 1 or 2 modules that talk about this, but by and large, it's not not the main theme of the of the Unbreakable Path. And if you really are still stuck, or you want to see how I work, there is on YouTube. I did some Facebook Live a couple of months ago for helping people who can't meditate. I think it was called Don't Just Do Something, Sit There. And they're a little 15-minute meditation, introduction to meditations for people who hate meditating. So anyway, so hopefully that's answered that question. And the last question I have noticed here is from Susan. I have problems sleeping. Is this really going to help? So yes, sleep is something we definitely talk about. There is a module that talks about that kind of thing. It's one of the many things that I talk about. Sleep and relaxation, rest, building space, building some emotional safety, and spending time in environments that are calming for you. And sleep is definitely talked about. I am not a sleep expert, however, and if you have sleep problems, then you could do a lot worse than look up Dr. Lindsay Browning, who I had the fortune of meeting last year, and she has written an incredible book called Navigating Sleeplessness. So that's Dr. Lindsay Browning. And so throughout the program, I will also be signposting you to other resources where I think it will add value. And again, that's something as the program builds, and participants have the ability to comment on each of the modules. So in many ways, I'm hoping that there will be some peer learning that will be established. I know that's certainly been the case on some of my free programs. So the Unbreakable Path is a community, and once you've finished the program, then I'm very much hoping to build a community of people who have done it and who want to stay in touch with other resources and networks. So hopefully that has answered all your questions. I can see that there are no questions coming in on this, so but by all means, wherever this video is posted, if you've got any questions about it, clearly I'm going to post a link to the program itself so that you can access it. But if you have any other questions, just either message me directly or you can make a comment, and generally either myself or someone in the team will stay on top of those. So I'm going to leave now. That's a bit longer than I planned to be, but thank you very much for watching on today, my very special day, which is the launch of program the Unbreakable Path, which is the advanced certificate for resilient leadership. See you all soon. Bye bye.